So we've had a mysterious crash here in Egypt. The plane fell in the Sinai Peninsula. It was a Russian plane headed to Saint Petersburg. It had taken off from an Egyptian tourist area. 224 people were on board, and they've all now passed away. And it is tragic, and of course everybody's wondering what in the world happened, and I'm here to tell you that no one really knows. So I hope that they figure it out later, and they've got the black box and they say that it's in good condition, and that might give us really great clues. So a lot of people are speculating in one direction or another. I'm going to give you a couple of different theories here, or points and facts about it, and then we'll leave the speculation to others. So first off, the deputy director in charge of Metrojets in Russia says, we rule out a technical fault of the plane or pilot error. The only possible explanation could be an external impact on the airplane. Now that makes everybody wonder if it got hit by a missile, and obviously people are concerned about that. But hold, because that's not the only theory. Victor Young, another deputy director general of Metrojets, said the crew did not send a distress call and they did not contact traffic controllers before the crash. So that seems to lean towards a sudden event and not one where they had trouble throughout. Okay, now on the other hand, we go to the Egyptian officials, and they say that they previously said that the pilot radioed the plane was experiencing technical problems, and he intended to try to land at the nearest airport. Now, see, that's all in the same Associated Press article. And having read some articles on this, you get the same kind of conflicting message. So I want you to know that and understand that it has not been determined yet. So for largely the Russians are saying it wasn't a plane, it wasn't a pilot, and they never called for a distress signal, and the Egyptians are saying, no, they did, that they were having some technical issues with the plane. So who knows who's right? I don't know, but I'm sure Don Lemon will speculate. So, but I'm telling you all the angles here. Finally, the Associated Press explained that when planes do break up in midair, experts say it's usually because of one of three factors: a catastrophic weather event, a midair collision, or an external threat such as a bomb or a missile. But none of those three things happen to be evident right now. So there's no one that's actually coming in and saying, we saw a missile, we think it was a missile, there's a point of impact upon a missile. We don't know any of that, and there's no evidence leaning in that direction or the other two directions. And Smirnov, Metrojet's deputy director, described the A321 as a reliable aircraft that would not fall into a spin even if the pilots made a grave error, because its automatic systems would correct crew mistakes. Maybe. So that's all your facts as we go live on air about this crash. Look, the plane crashes are infrequent, but they happen on such a mass scale that it scares all of us into worrying about flying airplanes more than we should. You're more likely, unfortunately, to die in a car accident, and a lot of us drive a lot more than we take planes. That's all logical, right? But when we see something like this, we all get scared, and we wonder, especially it happening in the Middle East, let's keep it real, on whether it's terrorism or a missile strike. And of course, ISIS immediately jumps up and raises their hand and says, we did it. And the Russians say, no, we don't believe you have the capacity to do it. We don't believe that you did it. So if it's not ISIS and it's not a missile, what is it? I don't know. And until we have further information and they look at that black box, there's no point at all in speculation. So I will leave it to CNN to do that for the next 24 hours.